We are starting the playoffs for the Ranked Royale 2v2 on the EU side. It is going to be Team Oski versus Team Killiers in the first semifinal. Chat, here we go! Oski Atto, Killiers Roas. The toughest matchup that I've seen for Oski and Atto in 2v2, but to be fair, they have held up against every matchup so far. And I'm excited to find out if Oski and Atto are the real deal as far as the potential, best 2v2 in the world. I think there's a chance that they are, and no better test than the players in this tournament, Roas and Killiers, and then potentially either TRK and Nupo. But if Tekos and Atomic are able to beat them, then that means it's just as appropriate a matchup against Tekos and Atomic if they can come out on top. Only a couple teams left to prove their worth against. Atto is not going to be able to find the angle on this first shot. Now it's going to be Roas on a quick dribble. He can play against just Oski if he does. And he actually just gets the ball a bit high over the top of Oski. It's not a lot of mix-up on this dribble, just a touch with the rear end of his car, and it's enough for Oski to only be able to direct it into the net instead of out. Is it 4,000 for every region? No, it's a total prize pool. We'll split. Atto's going to tie the game right away off a kickoff win. Roas and Killiers in the corners and not protecting the net. One v one after this short stream? Maybe. Maybe if someone wanted to, I could be convinced. But it'd have to be a very clear, obvious match. Best of 7, by the way. Best of 7 in the playoff semifinals. Prize pool on the line now. Every team that finished in the top 4 will be getting a portion. Wow, what a shot. Killiers continues to show why he's one of the best strikers in the game. Need to place this ball top left with power, and that's exactly where it goes. Crossbar down and in. A lot of people have been asking, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it since the start of when the YouTube video would happen, but people want to know if the NA side is going to play the EU side. Well, Team Two Piece and Parth will be in NA for the foreseeable future, so what we need is a team from the EU side to go to NA to play them. So if one of these two teams play, or if one of these two teams wins, Oski and Atto, what a save by Roas, my goodness. If one of these two teams win, they are both going to NA. So I don't know why I wouldn't try and set it up. I would talk to the players. I assume we could set up a match between the champions. That being said, if one of the teams on the other side of the bracket, TRK Nupo and Tekos Atomic win, then we will not have them traveling to NA. So it'd have to be a cross-server thing. And it gets less and less doable the more players on the field to do cross-server stuff. So honestly, even just adding, 4 total players as opposed to 2 might be too much to go back and forth on servers. Whenever they've done tournaments with 3s, it's so heavily in favor of whichever player is on their own server. Whereas in 1s, it's still in favor, but it's the least of any of the modes, if you ask me. Oski, he's doing a good job playing keep away. Killiers has just a free net after Atto doesn't get much of anything on the 50. Oh, never 50. What am I talking about? It's just a whiff. I thought maybe it was a 50 and low, they come both combined on the play because it looked away momentarily, but no, it was just a complete miss. But look at the passing play. Another strike back on the kickoff for Team Liquid. Kickoffs have been solid for them, which is a good sign. It means any deficit, even this 2-goal deficit, with half the game left to go, shouldn't feel too scary. As you know, you can string a few goals together in a row. Atto diving to steal the boost from Roas and now bumping him as well. Oski, though, hands the ball right over to Killiers. Roas, despite being starved out, had no issue winning the race to the ball. And I think Oski, or was it Atto, whichever one was down there, must have thought that they had done enough. I think it was Atto, as he had been chasing Roas around the field long enough that he figured he'd be able to beat him to the ball, but he was not correct. Killiers on the kickoff, reset, dribble. Oski Just barely gets underneath it. Smooth catch by Atto. Has Oski on the left wing, but he's going to do it all himself. Atto, I love the pogos as well. Atto's one of the big pogoers. I believe this is a nice 180 flick. Just backflip over the top of Roas. Not an easy defender to make it past. So every goal you do get past him should be commended. This is obviously a mistake from Team Liquid. I think Atto didn't even mean to... He wasn't even faking or anything. He just missed his flip. And so Roas just chips it directly on target. Atto pops this up for Oski, who starts his air dribble clean. Roas, though, still able to get the save. Atto pass to the midfield to himself and a low 50. Super high scoring in this first game. If you guys wanted to see a lot of volatility, that's what you're going to get. Such a nice single touch to wave dash onto the wall. Or just a quick landing. I'm not even sure if he got the dash off, but made sure to get himself back out to midfield to receive his own pass. Atto launching this downfield. Oski's up there in the air, wreaking havoc, trying to drop back down to his teammate. They couldn't find anything. They have a minute 30 left to go. The way scoring has happened in this game so far, you almost expect 2 more goals to go in. Roas double to the midfield. Clear is diving. That just seemed, with a 2-goal lead, and with how risky that dive is, I'm surprised he did it. But they're okay. Clear's off the wall. Great recovery. Roas just going to let him have it. It is a 3-goal lead again. Right now, Rule 1 are just winning 50s in the orange half and converting them for goals. Team Liquid all in and just can't seem to get the kind of challenges they need to if they want to be that aggressive. Oski in net alone. Puts this one off the crossbar, and actually no follow-up. Roas playing it a bit safer. Just had Oski to beat. I think if he had stuck around, he probably could have tapped in another goal, but he's up 3. He doesn't need another goal. Just needs to not get counterattacked. Clear is pre-jumped by Atto. Oh, and he's able to pin him on the sidewall as well. Great play from Atto. Double commit on the save, so now they're still in a great position. Just needs to slot it. Yo. Credit to Atto for an all-around play there. Pre-jumps to get Clears to back off his dribble, then still meets him on the sidewall. And by beating him, causes both of the twins to feel like they need to commit on a save, which results in the eventual slotted bottom left shot for him. Low 50. Clears gonna get an 8th. 8-5. I hope you guys are ready for a long series if we're scoring 13 goals a game. Oski tried to make it 14 goals, but it will be Clears and Roas with game 1 of a best of 7. Game number 2. Team Clears and Team Oski. If you guys don't know... Wait, you got the bug? How do we fix? How do we fix? Just need to rejoin. Okay, I'll pause it. Just drive around. Let me know when to restart. Seems like you got a bug where the indicator. Okay, no problem. Seems like he's good. All right. So sometimes you can lose the ball indicator on the ground. I think it's a bug with the recent update. So we will restart from the beginning. Oski. Wait, look at everyone's names. 1, 2, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 5, and 6. This is great. They must have known that I needed some help with the camera work. Now they've shown me all the buttons to press to watch every person's perspective. Oh, man. I guess it's just going to be 1-2 versus 5 and 6 in this game. Oh, man. I don't want to have to stop these guys and restart it again. So you can see their names in the bottom left, but it's fun. It's like a mystery game. Who do we think got that save? Oh, the double save. It was Rawas. We should have known. Of course, 6 is Rawas. It hurts even more if they're wearing like the same exact car. Killiers, high double R. I'm going to switch back to director cam here. 6 with the insane defense. I've always said 6 is one of the best defenders in the game. And 2, one of the best strikers. That's a nice pass, though. So many additional touches makes it confusing for Killiers in net. We need Fashion Bay versus 6. Yeah, that would be that would be quite the matchup. Rawas trying to dunk on Atto. Atto back the other way. Killiers able to stop him. Atto is 1. Oski is 2. Rawas is 6. And Killiers is 5. Although it's, as soon as I say it, I immediately forget. I'm sure I'll start to get used to it. Rawas patient in nets. Fakes the start of an air dribble, but if nobody's going to challenge him, he'll go the whole way. Oh, it doesn't quite go in, but Killiers, for some reason, Director Cam picked Killiers to watch this whole play, so we got to see it all unfold from the backfield. But a nice fake into 50 means it's going to be an easy tap in for Killiers. You knew they were young, but wow, yeah. Yeah, it just shows all of their ages. Is that what you're implying? 1-year-old and a 2-year-old versus a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old? Rocket League is really making its way to the young crowd. Killiers. Air dribble sent to the ceiling by Oski. But Rawas will tap it in underneath a toe. Atto up on the back wall and just cannot find his way out to the play. Probably could have waited if he had known a bouncing low shot, or a slow shot I should say, was happening. He might have been able to react to it, but it's tough to make that decision. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blue and 5, 6, 7, 8 orange. Yeah, I know. It's for jumping back and forth. It's like the keybinds to jump to that player's perspective on a keyboard, in case you guys didn't know. Wow, it's interesting defense just to bump the air dribbler. So all of the orange team starts at 5 and all of the blue team starts at 1. Rawas brings an air dribble down to the goal line. Atto doing his best to make some miracle saves. Rawas tried to pass it down to Killiers. Now trying to do so. Might have put them out of position. They do a great job to break up that immediate dribble. Not let them get any momentum to the orange net. Oh, nice play by Oski. Brings the ball off the back wall. Smooth catch as you see Killiers was trying to put it up there to take it out a dangerous way, but he says, "Excuse me, I'll control this. I'll do it all by myself." Team Liquid up 1. Rawas all the way from just inside his back wall. Oski intercepts. Killiers will drop it down to Atto. He's got boost to work with, but cannot get a reset. And Rawas able to take it away. Rawas has just Atto to beat, I believe. Who's number 1 again? Rawas back wall. Killiers gonna leave it. Gonna go for a bump instead. What a save by Oski. The follow-up is another save. Oski keeping Team Liquid in the lead, and their names are back. Wait, they're on the wrong people. Rawas was just defending Rawas there for a second. Did you guys see what I saw? It's not there anymore. There it is, Rawas. Wait, Clears, but Rawas actually scored. What's going on? Oh my goodness. It's chaos on the field. Oh, how can we ever know what's going on? Oh, that was a great chance for Clears, who was passing to Rawas, at least I think. Last time I saw Rawas, he was on the blue team. Clears, air dribble reset bump. Oski has the save. So Clears will bring it back. Oski, what a read. Does not let the ball go over him on the ceiling. Rawas the double. No touch from Atto. And it'll be a lead for the Twins. The initial dunk, all it did was set up the play for Rawas. Man, what a read. He absolutely boomed that ball off the corner of the arena and had no trouble knowing exactly where it was going to end up. Clears able to get a low 50 to try and set up Rawas. Nothing comes of it. Now he might have a tight angle here. Ball sent across the nets. It'll be Oski, I believe. I still don't have the blue team perfectly down. Oh, yeah, it is Oski, though. Oski's 2. They need a goal the next 10 seconds. Clears. Dunked. Atto. Wait, yeah, Atto's 1. Oski's 2. Couldn't keep it up. We'll see if this happens again. Hopefully it doesn't in the next game. But game number 2 goes to Clears and Rawas as well. Game number 3. The players are back. Rawas rejoins the orange team instead of trying to defend his own shot. He has really brought the game to the next level. The fact that he's able to both play offense and defense at the same time. And Oski, I'm not sure what he was doing. I mean, we have to watch this from his perspective. He's reversing back into the boost, but you can actively see that a scoring chance is being set up. You can see Clears in the midfield getting ready for a pass. Atto tries to take a shot on net, hoping Oski could break up the defense, but it doesn't happen. Atto launches this one up. Rawas and Clears seem a bit starved out as they sit and watch from the ground. Can Atto and Oski keep him pinned back? Clears able to win with a dunk and a tap down to his brother. And the ball, Team Liquid half. Rawas trying to look for the right side of the net. It was open. Oski, solid save. Back pass. Rule 1, keep control of the ball. Atto, a nice beat to prevent Rule 1 from getting a touch. Can they turn it into a finish, though? Clears is around for this slow shot. And now he's upfield. You know Rawas going to try and find him. This is one of the best strikers to do it. And he did well to even adjust to get connection on that ball. Also, Rawas, one of the best defenders. You don't have to worry too much when he's back there alone. Maybe what makes this team so solid. Clears met at the midfield by Atto. Rawas with a touch to the blue side, forcing Atto back. It'll be Oski dribbling. Rawas over the top of Atto. Can he find Clears midfield? He gets bumped. I think that was a pool shot save. Team Liquid rotating back. Adjusted that shot. Clears leaving this one completely for Rawas instead of trying to pass in field. Rawas one fake. Not a great 50. As the ball is sent all the way to their back wall. But it looks like Rule 1 is going to be right back on offense. Clears a fake. Cuts behind Oski. Cannot quite dunk it in off the post. Instead, it bounces out. It'll be Team Liquid. Will they be back in the orange half momentarily like it seems like they've been the past few times? They haven't been able to get any real chance, and the same thing happens again. Royale and Killiers escape before a shot attempt. Oski went too high as he tried to read this. Atto was creeping up upfield, and had he stayed low to pass it to him, might have been a solid attempt. Oski, the shot saved by Royale. Now Killiers met by a rotating back Oski. Royale dropping down. And Oski all over the field right now. Killiers on the bounce dribble. Seems like he's looking right to see if he has Royale. He does not. He's got to make it a play by himself. A bump could finish it off. In fact, doesn't even need a bump. As he gets a goal line 50. And it pops right out to Royale, who just needs a side flip. Give a 2-0 lead to the Twins. Killiers to the ceiling. Back down. Both of Team Liquid up to try and save it. Was first to the ball, but slammed back into defense. Atto wanted to fake the flick. Killiers read it well. Now Oski against just Royale. If he could play it fast enough, this flick is going to get saved. Sent off the crossbar, and Killiers is there for the follow-up. Oski did get the ball around Killiers, but at the cost of his life. Minute left to go. Much lower scoring game than we've seen. Oski, a 50 on the goal line, is somehow not in, but Royale cannot get the second save. If he had kept both of these out, that would be unbelievable. Even for Royale, as he lands on the side wall. I mean, he almost did it. Just flipping too much past the ball instead of through it. Royale met at the ceiling. Atto! Oh my goodness. Almost got the read off the back wall. After the 50 sent the ball straight down. Oski with the bump means Atto gets to the attack. Just Royale, but Royale covers the net enough that the dribble goes over the top. 50 with Oski. 23 seconds. Thank you for the donation. I'll read it off in a second. Killiers going to make it 3-1. Waiting upfield for Royale to launch it to him. This is something they've done many a times. 117 kilometers per hour, and it seems like he got a wheel touch on it too. Surprisingly hard. Zethan, thank you for the $100 donation. Reimbursing you for all the YouTube content you've enjoyed for ages. Sad seeing the total so low when you watch the vids. Must be higher. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the long time watching. No worries about the prize pool being low. Any amount of prize pool donated from the community is enough for me. And now it isn't low. 1,100. I'm going to be quadrupling, we said, right? Up till I contributed 4,000. Which we might already be at, depending on how you interpret it. Game number 4. Killiers and Royale on the verge of a sweep. And I don't care who you are, if you're coming in expecting Killiers and Royale to sweep Oski and Atto, I would have called you incorrect. Oski and Atto have been a really solid duo. And while it's certainly possible that Team Killiers could win, I was not going to expect it to happen as dominantly as it has so far. So Oski and Atto still a chance to reverse sweep. Chat looks like they had a slight favor in favor of Team Killiers based on their channel points, but they also agreed it was somewhat 50-50. Atto has his shot sent high by Killiers, and Oski finds a way to drop it down underneath them. So a 1-0 lead for Team Liquid in Game 4. Thank you for the $20. Size656, thank you for this tourney. Yo, I appreciate your donation for this tourney. Atto on the dribble. Oski ahead. Trying to bump Royale. Now it's Royale on the back wall. Able to clean up the setup that was sent there. Yo, thank you for the $30. Not sex spot. Wait a second. Thank you $30 for the $30. Love the tourney. I appreciate you contributing. Thanks for enjoying. Yo, nice 50 by Atto. Normally, Rule 1 looks solid on the challenges, but Kilier's trying to get around the ball and play it midfield, but he just puts it right into Atto, where it's an easy side flip into the goal. Kilier's slotting the kickoff shot. Chat sees a 2-goal lead, and they're immediately going to be saying reverse sweep. Kilier's almost as if he expects to see your chats. Tries to put some doubt in your mind by putting one on the board. Atto off the back wall could not bump Kilier's to finish it off. These guys just booming the ball back and forth right now. Atto to Oski on the counter. Kilier's recognized it coming. Backed up in time. Was met on his air dribble by Oski. Kilier's past one, a demo. But Royale maybe not expecting it. If he knew for sure the demo was going to happen, I think he could have dove and it would have been a goal, but it's super hard to predict. Probably not wise to try to. Royale 50. Drops to Kilier's. Oski recognizing he's not going to be able to get to the ball before Kilier's is able to make his setup. So turns around and heads back to the Team Liquid half. Halfway through the game. And it is Team Liquid up 1. Trying to put their first game win on the board. Oski looking to pre-jump Royale. Didn't work. Atto needs to attack the ball, because every moment that he doesn't is another moment for Kilier's to chase him down. He does successfully stop that opportunity. Royale, his shot is in. 2-2. Kilier's up to meet Oski. Atto just did not expect that much of a win, or he just wanted to be around at midfield to get a quick touch instead of backing off in defense. The ball falls down to Kilier's, who wins the race to the ball. Atto flick up to Oski, who's pre-jumped. The shot, though, is weak. And a non-issue for Royale to be able to save in net. Oski and Atto have been combining like crazy in the air. An attempt to find some more offense, but they haven't been able to. Zethan, thank you for the $13 additional donation. I'm guessing, I could barely read it on my screen, but I'm guessing the prize pool is at $1,169 based on what your message was. Tie game with a minute left to go. Team Kilier's on the verge of a sweep if they can get the next goal. Atto is trying to break up the defense. You can see him chasing down everybody, but doesn't want to stay too long, doesn't want to lose momentum. He's not going to stay there and, you know, kill his speed just so he can try and go for some bumps. So he does exit without finding anything. Oski trying to win a pinch into the midfield. Cannot do so. Kilier's going to be able to cut to the other side of the field as all of Team Liquid were on that right side. Oski accepts the backboard touch from Atto. He launched this one up to a position Oski is forced to go up to meet. Otherwise, he's handing over a great opportunity to the Twins. Back off now. This is dangerous. Looks like Killiers and Rawas must not have had much boost because they were in a great position. Killiers almost able to redirect that goal line pass for the 0-second win. We have seen the 0-second magic from the Rule 1 guys before. But it is overtime in Game 4. If this were to be the beginning of a reverse sweep for Team Liquid, they made it as razor-thin margins as possible, but it's not. The dream is no longer alive. It is Killiers and Rawas who win 4-0. What a pass from Rawas. It might have been in on its own, for being honest, but Killiers makes sure it goes in by stuffing it for the 4-0 win for the KSA Twins.